Today on Afrotech News, LightShip Capital raises a round, uploading black receipts, and super producer Bryan Michael Cox on the Black Tech Green Money podcast. I'm Will Lucas for Afrotech News. Cincinnati, Ohio-based venture capital firm LightShip Capital is on a mission to raise $50 million to invest in underrepresented founders in the Midwest. The Black-owned VC firm is headed by investing power couple Candace Matthews-Burkeen and Bryan Burkeen, who both have one goal in mind: to invest in the next wave of innovative entrepreneurs who have been overlooked by other investors. According to the Wall Street Journal, they've closed on $22 million for LightShip Capital Fund 1, exceeding the original target. And they've lined up another $23 million in additional commitments and planning to launch a second fund. Referring to the disparity in funding of people of color in the Midwest, Candace told WSJ, "I'm a capitalist at heart, and there's market failure. You can really take advantage of it." Check out the full story on Afrotech.com. My Black Receipt, a movement that quantifies how Black consumers and allies buy from Black businesses as a collective, is a new initiative gaining momentum as recent calls for social justice have encouraged the public to support Black businesses and entrepreneurs. CNN reports the initiative calls for consumers to spend up to $5 million at Black-owned businesses by July 6th to create habits outside of one-time purchases. Kezia Williams, who started the campaign, told CNN that her goal was to have Americans put their receipts where their protest is, saying, "When you invest and purchase from Black-owned businesses, what you're really doing is strengthening the Black community." The website myblackreceipt.com goes on to elaborate. Black business owners are more likely to hire Black, supply Black service and products for Black people, give back to Black causes, and pass assets to Black families and communities. Bryan Michael Cox is a music producer and songwriter responsible for more than 100 million album sales, 35 #1 hits, and 12 Grammy nominations, including 9 wins. While he's less known for his business and entrepreneurial prowess, people are starting to take notice. On Black Tech Green Money, I spoke with him about the deep relationship between music and tech.
So then, of course, now technology has to lead the way of how things are released. And I feel like because we've been, especially me being in the music business, we don't really view it like, oh, well, we're part of the technology business, but we are. If we understood exactly, we know what I mean, how things go, why things are the way they are, we're part of that business too. And I feel like now we're in a space where people are starting to really realize that technology and music have always been synonymous.
You can subscribe now to the podcast in iTunes and Spotify. Go to afrotechpodcast.com to learn more. If you aren't subscribed to the Afrotech newsletter, are you really about that life? All the exclusive content and other subscriber-only promotions can only be secured by becoming an Afrotech insider. Join for free now at join.afrotech.com. I'm Will Lucas. For the latest in Black tech, business, and startup stories, visit afrotech.com.